Royal Enfield has always been an emotion for people, and the Classic 650 has always connected people together. And we're here greeted by the Royal Enfield Classic 650. The very first of its kind. Till now we've only seen the 350 and the 500s, but now they have launched the 650, and this is a parallel twin engine which pushes around 47 horsepower and 52 Newton meters of torque. I did take a test ride of this bike, and honestly it feels amazing. The gear shifts were pretty smooth, and also the bike also, even though it is around 240 change kgs, but honestly it is built very well, and it is very light when you start riding it as well. The only thing that you need to keep in mind is the ground clearance, because this tends to be slightly lower where you can't corner too much, and it's a classic. It is not meant to be cornered. So that's one thing. And come closer, let's talk a little more about the bike. So now to talk to you about the fuel tank and the mileage of this bike. The fuel tank is around 14.8 liters, and you get around 21.5 kilometer per liter range, which is pretty good. And for a 650cc, it is really good. And again, if you ride really harsh, you're going to get pretty bad mileage. But if you ride it very moderate, considerably for the engine, that it stays very well, then you might get 21 or even above that. And yeah, while sitting on this motorcycle, let me just hop on. So this is around 240 kgs, and it feels heavy when you take it off the stand, but honestly riding it, you don't feel the weight at all. The only thing that I felt was a little different is the handlebar, because this is slightly wider handlebar and you get a Royal Enfield logo here. Plus the head of this bike feels bigger. Honestly, comparing this, when I sat on this bike for the first time, it felt like sitting on maybe an elephant or a whale. That is how you can compare this in size. And plus the length of this motorcycle, it is slightly longer to the 350s, slightly longer. And yeah, this bike does get a twin exhaust pipe, and the shape is also a pretty good shape. It has a peashooter shape. And one more lovely thing about this motorcycle is that they've bought pretty good colors with this. This purple and white theme is amazing, one of my favorite colors. When I first saw it at the launch event, it was one of my favorite colors. And also this writing, rather than keeping the regular Royal Enfield logo, this written text feels amazing and feels much more for the bike. Well, I'm out here for a short test ride on the new Royal Enfield Classic 650, and honestly, even a few minutes on the bike is enough to feel the leap the Royal Enfield has made with this one. The moment I start it up, the twin-cylinder engine hums to life. It's refined but still has that old-school grunt. It doesn't roar, but it purrs with confidence. The exhaust note is deep and mellow, more mature than aggressive, and that sets the tone for the whole ride. The Classic 650 carries forward that timeless design language. The round headlamps, the teardrop tank, the generous use of chrome, but there's a sense of modern solidity in how it's built. The tank feels muscular, the stance is purposeful, and everything from the switchgear to the seats feel premium. As I ride through the short city loop, what surprises me is the smoothness. The throttle response is clean, the gearbox clicks positively, and the bike pulls effortlessly through traffic. It's heavy, yeah, but it doesn't feel clumsy. Once it's rolling, it carries itself with ease. The riding posture also is relaxed. You're not in a hurry, and the bike doesn't ask you to be as well. It just encourages you to enjoy the moment, focus on the road, and forget all the noise around. This Classic 650 isn't trying to be sporty, it's trying to be timeless, and it nails it. It's a modern cruiser dressed in nostalgia, and it's perfect for riders who want something soulful with a little more power under the tank. Even on this short ride, I get it. This bike isn't just about getting from point A to point B, it's about how you feel while doing so. So the back of this motorcycle resembles it shares the same thing as a 350, the same tail light, the indicator designs and all. The only thing is, as I told you, that this gets a twin exhaust pipe, and this is a peashooter exhaust, where it is tilted slightly outside, not too much as the Interceptor or the Continental, but it's just slightly out. And yeah, talking to you about the tire sizes, this is a 140 section back and 100 in the front. That's a 19-inch rim in the front and a 17-inch rim at the rear. Apart from that, the suspension of the motorcycle, it is really comfortable, really plush, and every speed breaker it takes you like a pillow. It's very smooth and very comfortable to ride on this bike. It is basically a cruiser motorcycle, so it's got to be very smooth and very comfortable to ride this motorcycle as well. And now talk to you about the exhaust note. This is a pretty well recognizable exhaust note, and it shares the same engine and the exhaust as the 650 series in the Royal Enfield, but the way it thumps, it's amazing. It feels amazing. And yeah, overall experience on this bike is that this bike feels amazing. It's one of the best bikes that Royal Enfield can bring out, and it's a new addition to their lineup. A 650cc Classic is one they haven't had in a pretty long time, and now they've brought this. It's a pretty good machine as well. So overall experience, it's a pretty good bike, and honestly I love riding this bike as well. So hope you'll enjoy the video. Stay tuned. See you in the next one.